Hi everyone, I hope I'm visible. Please let me know. Yeah, okay. Oh, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Niharika Bhagtani, and we are meeting here to do the income tax amendments FY 2023 and 2024, which will be applicable for your examination as well. So I'll try to cover as many points as possible from the income tax point of view. Okay, so quickly, those who have joined this video, please click on the like button and please share this with your friends too so that more and more people can attend the income tax amendment session and can practice the questions and will get all the details. Now, hi Tisha, hi Commerce Point. Okay, hi Swati, Adiba, Neha, Khushbu, Sagar, Preeti, Twinkle, Anurag. Very good morning. Hi Adiba, hello Ritu. Swati, Ankita, Sumanya, Ganesh. Okay. Hi Anki. Hi Preeti. Hi Twinkle. Adiba, Ashwini, Sagar, Nikki, Zeenath, Himanshi. Done? Have you clicked on the like button? Okay. But I cannot see that you all have liked. Please click on the like button of this video. Okay, so now come on, let's get started. Please share this with your friends too. Come on, let's get started. So first of all, very quickly, I said so sorry for delay. First of all, क्योंकि there was so many things I was studying, I was editing, I was making this for you. Ki what was proposed, what was finally coming, but then just before starting the class, I closed all the pages, and by mistake, I closed this final PPT as well without saving. That's why. That's why it got a little bit delayed. Okay, so come on, let's get started. Now, no delay. Okay, so from 1st April 2023, first of all, FY तो आपको पता ही होगा. I hope you know all FY financial year 2023 and 2024, right? Okay, so that means right now, today, what's the date today? 17th of May. No, sorry. 18th of May 2023. That's the date today. Right. That means we are already in the year 2023 and 2024, right? So whatever we are earning in this year, see, this year you all will be clearing your examination, assistant professor examination, and you all will be starting your income also. Many of you have already started your income by some other source or by being a teacher. Okay, but now you'll be starting your permanent income as an assistant professor. So this year, whatever you will be earning till 31st of March 2024. Okay, from the date till 2024. That is your financial year. Okay, now as soon as you'll finish this, as soon as you'll finish it, 2020, I think, let me change. Yeah, okay. So please see, as soon as you'll finish this 2024, okay, 31st March 2024, right? After this, you will start your assessment of the income, isn't it? So जो assessment of income होता है ना, assessment of income, that is done in the assessment year. So that will be your AY. So if anybody asks you that what you are studying, what is applicable to you, so FY 2023 to 2024 and AY 2024 to 2025, because obviously in the next year you are going to assess the income. Okay, so related to that, we are going to do the, yes, very nice. We will harvest in the next year. So that changes we are studying in this year. Okay, so now let's get started with the most common thing, the most popular thing which you might have heard, the tax regime have changed. Okay, so let's get started with the tax regime. What new things have been changed? What old things were there? Acha, tell me one thing. You remember the old tax regime and you remember the new tax regime. Come on, write it in the comment section if you remember that what was the section of the new tax regime. Come on, write it. Okay, so see, you have two choices. Every time you have two choices, that whether to opt for old tax regime, old or new tax regime. Okay, right? Old or new. Abhi old mein, you all remember the slab rates of old. Let's just first go to the slab rates of old. If you see, है ना? If you see this one, that is old tax regime, that is from 0 to 2.5 lakh, tax percentage is nil, right? Okay, very nice. Some are saying something else, some are saying something else. Come on. The only correct answer is 115 BAC. Let me just wait. Let me just write it. Wait, I'll write it. Okay, please see. As per the old tax regime, if you remember, the old rates were 0 to 2.5 lakh, 2.5 to 5 lakh, 5 to 10 lakh, and more than 10 lakh. 0 to 2.5 lakh, the the rate is nil. Then 2.5 to 5 lakh, the rate is tax percentage is 5%. 5 to 10 lakh, the percentage is 20%, and more than 10 lakh is 30%. Will this still exist? Yes, of course, this will still exist. Now you know that if your net taxable income, that means even after all the deductions, first after the standard deduction of 50,000 and all the other deductions from 80C to 80U, uske बावजूद भी, even after that, your net taxable income is up to 5 lakh, even after all the deductions, then your income tax percentage will be 0% up to 5 lakh. Okay, are you getting it? That means this 5 lakh does not means gross income. Do not consider this as gross income, right? This is not gross, this is net. This is not even net taxable income, right? So that means, suppose if your earning is 6 lakh rupees, so you can get a standard deduction of your salary. Standard deduction salary 50,000 you get. Very nice. Okay, so how much is the income right now? That is 5 lakh 50,000. Now on that, obviously from this you will deduct something from 80C to 80U. So suppose even if you take a deduction of 50,000, okay, under 80C, 80D, anyone, right? So 50,000, then also your net taxable income comes to 5 lakh, and then your income tax will be nil. Okay, getting it. Now, so this is because of the rebate up to 5 lakh under section 87A. Now, in the case of resident and senior citizen, that means someone who is in the age of 60 to 80 years and also resident. I hope you remember what was the limit. The years, okay, limit was 0 to 3 lakh nil, and then remaining 3 lakh to 5 lakh, it will be 5%, then 20% and 30% respectively. If you are a super senior citizen, that means, right, super senior but a resident, that means over and above 80 years. So your income will be nil, automatically nil. Income tax will be nil up to 5 lakh. Okay, so 5 lakh, then after that 5 to 10 lakh, it will be 20% and then 30% respectively. Okay, second slab. Now, as we were talking about the new tax regime, I hope you remember under section 115 BAC. You all have studied previously till last year up to, up to financial year 2022 to 2023. You have studied 0 to 2.5 lakh, then 2.5 to 5 lakh, 5 to 7.5 lakh, 7.5 to 10 lakh, 10 to 12.5 lakh. I hope you remember, or should I write? See, 0 to 2.5 lakh, 2.5 to 5 lakh, then 5 to 7.5, 7.5 to 10, 10 to 12.5, and then 12.5 to 15, and over and above 15. So till financial year 2022 to 2023, this was applicable, which was having 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30%. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 percentage. Now if you can see, as per the new tax regime, from 0 to 3 lakh, it will be totally nil. Okay, nil. Okay, 3 to 6 lakh, it will be 5%. 6 to 9 lakh, 10%. 9 to 12 lakh, it will be 15%. 12 to 15 lakh, 20%. More than 15 lakh, it will be 30%. So now, for financial year 2023 and 2024, you have to remember only and only these rates. Okay. So either that old regime or this new tax regime will work. Okay. Yes, yes, of course, of course. You can definitely open, you can, some of you have already revised some things, right? Okay, so please see, financial year 2023 and 2024, this will be applicable. The previous financial year 2022, 2023, this will not be applicable. Are you getting this? This will not be applicable. You can even open your notes and you can slash out the previous one, and instead of that you have to write this one. Now, but you might have heard about the rebate of 7 lakh, up to 7 lakh. So if your net taxable income is up to 7 lakh, that means up to 7 lakh to 0% income tax will be there, right? Totally 0%. Why so? Because your net taxable income will be 7 lakh. So again, after the effect of the rebate, it will be totally nil. Now, I'm sure you would like to see, this I've written recent rebate up to 7 lakh under section 87A. I'm sure this you might want to see with the help of an example, right? So let's do one of the example. Like, okay, now see, practically I'm telling you right now, suppose your income is up to 7.5 lakh now, then to new tax regime is the best. Okay, if your income, if your net taxable income is up to 7.5 lakh, then see, then your new tax regime is the best. Let me prove it, right? Let's just prove it. How come? ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? देखो, like suppose if you are earning 7,50,000 as your net taxable income, right? Net. Okay, now, and your standard deduction from your salary is how much? Is 50,000. So now your net taxable income will be what? Now the new net taxable income will be what? 7 lakh. So on this 7 lakh, whatever tax you calculate, 0, 5% and so on, right? 0, 5%, 10% and so on. Ultimately, you will get the rebate. Okay, so when you'll get the rebate, so ultimately the tax will be 0, total 0. Okay, whereas at this income, if suppose if you are on the old tax regime, then also you can get benefit definitely, but provided, please see what are the conditions. Suppose you are in the old tax regime and you're earning 7,50,000. From this, come on, let's just reduce 50,000. What is left? 7 lakh. Now, out of this 7 lakh, you have to do some 80C to 80U deductions. If you do 80C to 80U deduction, suppose 80C में आपने कर दिया, how much deduction? 1.5 lakh. 80D, yeah, any other section में you have taken more 0.5 lakh. At that point, तब जाके, only at that condition, now your net taxable income will be 5 lakh. Only in this condition your tax will be 0. So अगर आपने, if you have done a deduction, if you have taken a successful deduction of 2 lakh, then only this and this both will be equal. Otherwise, if your deduction is less than 2 lakh, then new tax regime will be better. Getting it? Okay, I hope you all are getting it because you all have done income tax from me, right? Okay, so you can take any other example. If you want to write any other example, you can definitely mark it. You can definitely calculate it. Okay, so which will be better, which will not be better. Example, if you take the net taxable income, sorry, your total income, not net taxable, your total income as 8 lakh. Okay, now as per the new tax regime, if you take 8 lakh, so your standard deduction will be 50,000. Okay, and then other deductions which are very rare. I hope you remember under section 115 BAC that there were very few deductions available under the new tax regime. Okay, government kya chahti hai? What government wants? Government is giving you the benefit. Ki, okay, pay less percentage of tax. Instead of paying 5%, 20% and 30%, pay 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. Okay, that's fine. You pay like that. But at the same time, आपको अगर if you are getting less percentage of tax, you will be chargeable less percentage of tax. At the same time, you will be getting deductions also. Both the things at the same time, that is not possible. दोनों चीजें नहीं मिलेगी. If you want to get deductions, go for the old tax regime. If you are having good savings, like for your children, for your parents, you have taken some medical mediclaim. If you are doing some uh, if you have taken some interest, sorry, some home loan, some education loan for yourself, for your children, and so on, then old tax regime might be better for you. But since if you are a beginner, then don't you think that you won't be having enough of the savings or enough of the expenditure, enough of thinking about your family, your spouse, your children, वो सब का कोई टेंशन नहीं है, इतनी savings भी नहीं है. If there are no more savings, then you can definitely go for the new tax regime. Okay, right. So यहाँ पे deduction in the new tax regime, deduction will be minimum, very very minimum. So here, if you are taking this standard deduction, so you are getting 7 lakh 50,000. Now on this 7 lakh 50,000, you can easily calculate the tax. Your tax will be, you can see, from 3 to 6 lakh. If you calculate from 3 to 6 lakh, so out, so that will be 5%. Come on, calculate. That means on 3 lakh, you are calculating 5%. That is 3 lakh to 6 lakh at the rate of 5%. So that will be 15K, right? Then 7.5 minus 6 lakh, that means on another 1.5 lakh, you will be charged 10%. So again, this will be what? 15,000. So total will be 30,000. I'm not counting higher education says that you can add yourself 4%. Okay, but in the case of old regime, right? तो यहाँ हमने देख लिया, here we have seen that approximately 30,000 tax we have to pay, right? 30,000. But if you go for the old regime, right, so 8 lakh you are earning, standard deduction is 50,000, and suppose you have at least 1.5 lakh to 80C to 80 U में deduction you will take, right? 80C to 80 U deduction you'll take. So what's the net amount right now? It is 7.5 lakh minus 1.5 lakh. So that is coming to 6 lakh, right? Net taxable amount on this 6 lakh. Let's go back and let's just calculate your income tax. So it will be, see, from 2.5 to 5 lakh. That means is 2.5 lakh pay 5%. Okay, so that will be, see, on 2.5 lakh pay 5% if you'll calculate. Okay, so that is equal to, very nice, very nice. You know, so 2.5 lakh पे 5% you will calculate, so that will be equal to 12500. And on remaining from 6 lakhs ना, so 6 lakh minus 5 lakh, मतलब on remaining 1 lakh पे you are calculating 20%, right? So 1 lakh पे 20%, that will be another, how much? That will be 20,000. Right, so this will be giving us 32,500. Okay, now see the huge difference, है ना? See the huge difference. See, here we have to pay approximately tax of 32,500. Now please tell me कि कौन सी regime better हुई, which regime is better right now? still new tax regime is better, right? Okay, so 12,500, yeah, right? New tax regime is better. So till 7.5 lakh effectively no change, मतलब कि आपने कुछ new tax regime से किया या old tax regime से किया, no change. But after that, yes, there will be change. Yes, there will be change. You can even practice with one more example by taking now, right now, in this one, if you have taken the new tax of, sorry, new, new income of 8 lakh. So here you got to know that new tax regime was the best one. Similarly, let's go and let's apply on some other income quickly, है ना? Let's just apply on some other income. Okay, like example, let's take, as per the new tax regime, let's take 10 lakh. Okay, on that you have to calculate by taking 50,000 as deduction. You have taken 50,000 deduction, you got 9.5 lakh. No rebate, no rebate will be there. Okay, and here on this 9.5 lakh you have to calculate. You can let me know in the comment section also, or if you want I can help you out. And as per the old tax regime, if you take again 10 lakh as income, again you take a 50,000 of standard deduction, and again now you are taking deductions, or under section 80C to 80U you are taking 1.5 lakh or 2 lakh, whichever you want to do, right? And then you can calculate that which one is better, right? Okay, new is 31,200. Very nice, superb, so quick, awesome. So this will be -2, so that will be 8 lakh, right? So on these you can definitely calculate as per the old and new, right? Without higher and education cess. Now, point to be noted, what things are there? Now see, every year you can change the new changes that you can change. If you are a salaried employed, then you can switch to new tax regime to old tax regime, or old tax regime to new tax regime. But while filing your income tax return, obviously you self file the income tax return, you have to do the self filing. So as soon as you'll open the page, you'll open the form of income tax return, by default क्या आएगा? By default new tax regime will be visible. Okay, new tax regime page will be your default tax page. Okay, default. If you want to opt for the old tax regime, you have to separately choose it in the beginning of the financial year, that whether you want to go for old or new. Like first you'll choose the financial year, that for which financial year you're filing your income tax return, and then you have to select your regime, then you can continue your form. Other than business and profession, taxpayer can switch to any regime in any of the year. Because if you are from business and profession, you are earning that income of business and profession, so your profit will fluctuate. You're there up down and so on. So every time क्या game खेलोगे कि नहीं नहीं, this year old, this year new, this year old, this year new? No, no, no. So for businessman and for profession, only one time option is given. One time. The one time you can go to the old tax regime. Otherwise आपने अगर एक बार, even if one time you went to the new tax regime, second time, then you will stay on the new tax regime only. Okay, so whichever option you'll select one time, that will stay. Okay, that will stay and that will continue, in short. Okay, so yes, but if you are earning, okay, so you want me to calculate for 10 lakh? Ma'am, actually, this previous value you've calculated with easy. Okay. अच्छा अच्छा, okay, so business people are saying कि अरे ऐसे कैसे, ऐसे क्यों हुआ? Okay, but we cannot play this game कि इस बार this time this much benefit, this time this much benefit, and then otherwise businessmen will be tweaking their profits. That is really not good. So that's why only one time option is given to switch. Otherwise the original form will be the new tax regime form only. Now in the, see, in the long run, you can say, if you are having less savings, then new tax regime is the best. If you are having more savings, then old tax regime will be the best. Okay, more savings, like you can save 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, suppose, then old tax regime will work. Okay, now, now the new tax regime is also available to individual HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, artificial judicial person. I hope you remember that previously under section 115 BSC it was only and only for individual and HUF. This you have to do the amendment in your notes. See, now it will be applicable to AOP, BOI and AJP also. This may definitely come in your exam, in your questions. Right? Exactly. Right, Himanshi, because government is making rules. So everything they cannot do for our benefit, ultimately they have to do for their benefit also. They cannot have the tax loss. Yes, yes, Monica. Salaried person have the option to change it every year. Okay, any year. Other than business or profession, taxpayers can switch to tax regime any year. Any year. Now, basic exemption limit is increased from see, this is the new question. Right now, you know now, as per your observation, as per the new tax regime, have you observed that the BEL, basic exemption limit, that is increased from 2.5 lakh to 3 lakh. Right now, under the section 87A, it is rebate is increased from 5 lakh to 7 lakh. Okay, that is also the new observation which you can write in your summary points. So now, let's just see these points. These points, the exemption limit is increased to 3 lakh. That is till 3 lakh nothing. 3 to 6 lakh 5, then 10, then 15, then 20 or 30. But if your income is somewhere here till 7 lakh, then the total nil. Ultimately, nil income tax you have to pay because increase limit. Now, one more new, very nice, important amendment is that the highest surcharge which you have seen above 5 crore, previously it was 37%, was so weird number. Now it is in the table of 5 only. 5 fives are 25 under new tax regime. Okay, now, yes, increased by 50k, very nice. Now, extending the benefits of the standard deduction to new tax regime that you have done ki, till now, for the new tax regime, no, too much deductions we were not getting. Now, at least we'll get standard deductions and few more deductions that I'll be discussing in few minutes. Right? Increasing the tax exemption limit to 25 lakh on leave encashment on retirement for non-government salaried employed. So basically, tax exemption limit. This point I'll cover further also. Let's see. These pages so you have done. Okay, now let's see what are the new deductions as per the new tax regime. Please see. First of all, standard deduction of 50,000, yay, only to the salaried employed. But if you are a business person, then किस चीज का standard deduction? नहीं ना? Okay, to the salaried employed. Now, the family pension deduction under section 57, 15,000 or one third, whichever is lower. So family pension ka deduction under new and old tax regime both can be taken. These are those deductions which can be taken in both the tax regime. Otherwise, new tax regime में इतने deduction नहीं है. So many deductions do not exist. Earlier, one more deduction was allowed. Previously, yes, one more deduction was there under the new tax regime, which is still continued. Remember, under section 80 CCD2, where the employer contribution was there, that was the CCD1, CCD2, where the employer contribution was also there. So kindly see that table, full summary chart I've done. So that is still there. Okay, now a new deduction is also there. New deduction of 80cc H2, the amount paid or deposited in the Agni Veer Corpus Fund. So Agni Veer Corpus Fund में कौन deposit करेगा? Who will deposit? This is again a new initiative. This will be deposited by employer on your behalf, on employee behalf, and then again we will get the deduction. Okay, so now these are allowed in new tax regime. Old में तो है ही, old में तो definitely all of them, in fact all 80C to 80U, but new में only and only these deductions will be there. So for your exam point of view, this is also very very important point. Now next, I hope you remember, I hope you all remember gambling और lottery, horse winning, इन सब का जो income है, that is section 115 BB, right? BB or BBE, right? That was there. So in that 30% tax was there, lottery, gambling, and horse winning. Now the government has seen that a lot of people are earning from online gaming also. Hmm. So let's make a new section for them. That is 115 BBJ, right? Okay, so 115 अग्निवीर, हाँ, ये सबके लिए है, ये सैलरीड पर्सन के लिए अग्निवीर कॉर्पस फंड, बिकॉज ये ओके. So 115 BB, now 115 BBJ was introduced again, same 30% flat 30% tax rate will be there. So instead of extending the definition of 115 BB, they have kept another section. They've introduced another section with the help of, with the name of online gaming. उस पे भी फ्लैट रेट, लाइक द केस ऑफ लॉटरी, हॉर्स विनिंग, गैम्बलिंग के जैसे, क्रॉसवर्ड्स विनिंग के जैसे, एग्जैक्टली सिमिलर टू लाइक दैट, सिमिलर टू दैट. Okay, yeah, Dream 11 and many other games, Ludo and this, that. So many games you have seen these days. Now, new tax regime. This point we have covered. Under the new tax regime, the highest um, rate of surcharge, please do the change in your income tax note. Now it will be 25%. Now there is one more change, very interesting change. See, capped maximum exemption under the capital gain. If you remember the capital gain, the deductions in LTCG we get from section 54 to 55, 54F and so on, LTCG, STCG deduction. Now, imagine section 54 and 54F, right? So, when we are selling our house property and then we are investing also, so kabhi to we are investing in certain schemes like NHAI schemes, or sometimes we are investing in another house property. That is the respective section 54 and 54F. Now, imagine if you are selling one house property and you are earning huge income. कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. Now, the government is saying you are investing that money in some other, in some other house or under some of the government schemes like NHAI and so on, right? So the government is saying हाँ कोई बात नहीं, you can invest, but now there will be certain limit. The limit is कि जो exemption मिलेगा ना investment का, the exemption on the investment, that will be up to 10 crore. This limit was not there. Why? Because government is losing so much of income tax. Matlab people, the high earning people, they are selling their house and then they are purchasing some other house. Suppose the worth of that house is 20 crore rupees, 25 crore rupees, 50 crore rupees. तो गवर्नमेंट बोलते हैं अरे थोड़ा 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 तो शेयर देना, हाँ हम एग्जेम्पशन देंगे, we will be giving exemption but the limit will be 10 crore rupees. Okay, so same, the amount deposited in the capital account scheme under these sections, for that also, if you're investing somewhere else under some of the government prescribed schemes, so that will be also capped up to, the exemption will be capped up to 10 crore rupees. Okay, now next one, the limit of 3 lakh for tax exemption on leave encashment on retirement of non-government employee. Previously, you have written in your notes, I'm sure you have written in your notes that leave encashment ka limit was 3 lakh rupees. Now, from this, it has been increased to 25 lakh rupees. Okay, okay. Now, when previously 2 to 5 crore was 25 and now more than 5 crore, yes, now more than 5 crore will be also 25%, right? Okay, next one you can see is For life insurance policies issued गवर्नमेंट, हाँ हमें भी कुछ मिला. I think there is some problem in the comment section. Like my video and audio, they are not going together. Like, huh, now okay. Now maybe fine. Now, see, for life insurance policies issued after this, the tax exemption of maturity benefits under Section 1010D will be only applicable if aggregate paid up individual eh, aggregate premium paid by the individual. अगर अगर आपको exemption चाहिए इसमें life insurance policy में, if you want some exemption in life insurance policy, then you will get definitely exemption on the maturity benefits. You will get, but the aggregate premium paid by the individual should be up to 5 lakh rupees. If you are already paying premium, suppose you are an individual, है ना, आप individual है, and if you are paying a premium for more than 5 lakh rupees in a year, मतलब आप सिर्फ individual नहीं है, you are very अमीर individual, that you are paying only and only premiums on the life insurance for more than 5 lakh in 1 year, तब benefits नहीं मिलेगा. So benefits will, you will get benefits only and only on life insurance policy. Maturity benefits you will get on life insurance policy only and only if your premium is up to 5 lakh rupees per annum. Getting it? Only a 5 lakh rupees life पे करेगा. Okay, so and and yes, exemption shall continue in case of the receipt, in case of the receipt on the death of the insured person also, right? Yes, limit is limit, मतलब premium amount का limit should be up to 5 lakh rupees. उससे ज़्यादा premium pay कर रहे हैं means you are very अमीर individual, तो आपके लिए exemption नहीं है. Okay, now threshold limit of the presumptive income. मुझे बताओ, you have done presumptive taxation? Come on. You have done. Please tell me what was the limit? What was the limit of the presumptive taxation under 44 AD and 44 ADA in case of business and profession? Was it 2 crore and 50,000, oh sorry, and 50 lakh respectively? Yes, you remember? Okay, now this threshold limit has been increased to 3 crores and 75 lakh respectively. So this change also you can do very very easily in your notes. Very important. This is also very very important point. Okay, please do it. The increased threshold limit shall apply at least. Now the threshold limit है ना, that means you will be paying income tax at a very lower rate, only at the presumptive rate. You will be doing the presumptive taxation. So uska some condition should be there. That some condition is that at least 95% of your receipts and payment of your business should be from your bank account. It should not be in cash. Okay, so at least 95% of the receipts and payments should be non-cash methods. That means should be from the bank accounts. Okay, then only you are eligible for presumptive taxation, and the limit is 3 crore and 75 lakh. Getting it? Now, new one-time saving scheme. Please see, this is also nice, very important. In fact, you can tell your parents also about this scheme. Your mother, your sister, your siblings, your friends, you can tell them about this scheme. Very good scheme. Okay, what is this scheme? A one-time, only one time. This is just a one-time opportunity. Government keeps on adding up new schemes. So this time they have added this new very interesting scheme. See, that scheme name is what? The scheme name is Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. So this is only for female, right? Okay, that's why I'm saying please tell your mother, tell your sister, tell your friends, okay, tell your crush, your girlfriend, okay. So about the Mahila Saman Saving Scheme certificate. Now, is introduced for 2 years. This is only one time scheme. This is only for 2 years from 2023 to 2025. That means a woman or a guardian of a minor child can open a Mahila Samman Saving Certificate Scheme. मतलब एक विमेन या फिर एक गार्जियन, जो गार्जियन है माइनर चाइल्ड की, ओके, वो ओपन कर सकते हैं ये स्कीम में अपना अकाउंट. नाउ from that one account, or even if you take multiple accounts, total altogether you can deposit 2 lakh rupees. The maximum deposit is 2 lakh rupees. What is the minimum deposit in this saving? Minimum is 1000, maximum is 2 lakh rupees. So you will get, after 2 years, you will get not just your principal amount, but the interest at the rate of 7.5% per annum. Okay, right? Mahila Samman. Right. Now, senior citizen savings scheme maximum investment limit increased from 15 lakh to 30 lakh. So this was not a major point in our income tax course, but since it is written in amendments, that's why. Now, this is not written in your course, right? In your NTA UGC net course, but since it is an amendment, I'm covering that. Investment limit is increased from 15 lakh to 30 lakh. So basically, senior citizen savings scheme limit, maximum limit, investment limit is what? 30 lakh. Okay. Now, see, 7.5%. It's good, na? It's better than that 2.5 or 3% from the savings bank account. Right? The government to bring another dispute resolution. Now, I hope you remember this one, Vivad se Vishwas. So that Vivad se Vishwas, that was related to income tax ki koi bhi income tax ka problem hai. So instead of reaching out to court, we were reaching out that middle person, that actually, sorry, that appellator, that middle person who was solving our grievances very quickly. Instead of going to the court and taking years and years for solution for our income tax, now you can just go to, okay, you can just go to that respective authority who will be solving the cases very very quickly. Now from this year Vivad se Vishwas 2, that is 2.0, basically second version, is also emerging to settle the commercial disputes. This is the second version of the scheme. Obviously, the first version was introduced in 2020 that we have studied, resulting in the resolution of more than 148 lakh 148,000 income tax cases with a recovery of 54 percentage under the litigation. So from this point, it's not too much hi-fi amendment, but you should know only and only this point ki Vivad se Vishwas 2 second version is also launched. But the government is right now working on the scheme, right? It is not um, something for which I can give you too much information. Government is right now working on the scheme. Okay. So now, next point. While interest paid, while interest paid on borrowed capital, this is related to the capital gains. Please see. This is related to capital gains. Okay. Now, I hope you remember interest paid on borrowed capital, right? Interest paid on borrowed capital for acquisition or for improving the property can subject to certain conditions be claimed as deduction from income, right? मतलब कि interest paid on borrowed capital, इसका practical question you don't have to do. You just have to do the theory point कि now जो पहले होता था, that is previously what was happening, the interest paid on borrowed capital we were deducting from the cost of acquisition also, plus we were deducting from our income also, right? First deduction we were getting from cost of acquisition or cost of improvement. Second deduction we were taking from the income, from the total income. Okay, So two deductions we were taking. Again, the government was feeling like, oh, there is a loss of income tax. So now they have removed this. They have removed कि अब दो जगह पे you cannot take, है ना, two places पे you cannot take deduction. And now um, it is proposed to provide the cost of acquisition or improvement shall not include the amount of interest claimed as earlier as deduction. Yes, 24A, superb, right? 24, no, 24, no. From 80C to 80U, एक और था deduction which you were taking up to 2 lakh. Yeah, up to 2 lakh you were taking deduction. So two times you cannot take. Now, only 80C to 80U में you take, but cost of acquisition से आप remove नहीं करेंगे. जो 24A you are saying that's a standard deduction. Right, 24A1, that's a standard deduction. That too will be there. Right now, interest on borrowed capital that you were reducing from the cost of acquisition. तो दो बार डिडक्शन नहीं लेना है. ओके, नहीं, वेट, यू वर नॉट रिड्यूसिंग. सी, एक सेकेंड, what you were doing, wait, let me tell you what you were doing. See, if you are paying interest on borrowed capital, so means that time you are doing construction cost of acquisition, तो इसको भी you were capitalizing. सपोज ये 10 लाख है, सपोज कॉस्ट ऑफ एक्विजिशन अलग से 50 लाख है. ऑल टुगेदर हाउ मच डिडक्शन यू वर गेटिंग? 60 lakh ऑल टुगेदर. इफ यू सोल्ड द प्रॉपर्टी 80 lakh में एंड इफ यू गॉट द डिडक्शन ऑफ 60 lakh, ओहो हो, 10 lakh यहाँ एक्स्ट्रा डिडक्शन मिल गया. So that means your taxable will be 2 lakh, 20 lakh. Out of that 20 lakh also, again from 80C to 80U, again please see, one more time you are taking some deduction. Okay, one more time, which was interest on borrowed capital deduction. Okay, yes, 80, 80 EEA. 80 EEA, I guess so. Yes. You know? So now the government is saying कि from here and from here, two times don't take deduction. Just take deduction only from here and do not add the interest on borrowed capital in your cost of acquisition. But, you know, yes, from net sale consideration, we used to reduce the cost of acquisition. Yes, 100% correct. So now changes. No more LTCG benefit, tax benefit on the debt on. Achha, so this new cap though you have done. New cap 10 crore reinvestment 5454F that you have done. Okay. Any other gains, if the exemption is not there, then that will be taxed at the rate of 20%. Right. Next you can see conversion of physical gold to electronic gold receipt to become tax free. Okay, that's a very theory kind of point, not that important. No more LTCG tax benefit on debt mutual funds. So only just write this point and no need to do further. Only theory points. Next one, eligible startup. Now, see, many people got tired. Seems like many people got tired कि मैम इतने सारे exemptions और इतने सारे amendments तो we have not even expected. Is it? Come on, comment. Are you understanding all of that or am I going very fast? If I'm going fast, you can again revisit this class. But please make sure to share this with your friends. समझ आ रही है कि नहीं समझ आ रही है? अगर समझ आ रही है तो एक लाइक क्लिक करें और कमेंट करें. Okay, right. Okay, now JRF चाहिए. If you want JRF, then समझ आनी ही चाहिए. Understanding, very nice. Okay, writing all super. Cool. Okay, now Eligible startup can eligible startup companies, government is, see, what is government's view? Government is actually now focusing more on startups, that okay, more and more startups should be coming. Yeah, the insurance maybe we have done. Who is the basically net own funds should not be up to 5,000 but up to 500 crore or something like that, so that they can get more and more people coming into the insurance business. They say same way for startup companies now, set off and carry forward and the losses. Till now it was 7 years. This yes, please do, you know. Till now in the is carried during, okay, okay, is carried during the, or carry forward during the 7 years of incorporation, even if there is a change in shareholding, provided 100% of the shareholders continue during the relevant period. The time limit of 7 years has increased to 10 years. From 7 years, it has increased to 10 years. So जो set off and carry forward losses आप 7 years तक कर सकते थे in startup business, now you can do that set off and carry forward till 10 years. Isn't it a good thing? Yes. So startup companies will be also having this benefit. Why? Because so many companies were actually got affected between the pandemic 2020 to 2022. Now it was very difficult. This time period was lost for students, for business, for job earners, for seeking people, for everyone. This time was lost. So in order to support them, definitely the government has started this कि now set off and carry forward आप just 7 years नहीं कर सकते. Now you can do 100% till 10 years. Okay. Yes. So now, actually, now, to be very honest, which we have seen, the things which we have seen, that now the government is actually focusing more on agriculture, small business, small earning people. Why? Because देखो, अगर if someone is earning more, like more than 10 crore in the capital gain, then they are not getting any exemption. If they are paying premium more than 5 lakh in LIC, then they are not getting any exemption. But if you're having less savings, then you will be paying less taxes as per the new tax regime. So more focus is shifted to small earning people, so that government can encourage that also, right? And in the pharma, in health sector also, government has worked a lot, right? So they are starting new things. I'm sure you have heard about. See, one thing, vision for Amrit Kal. Now see, from here this will be just the static portion. No new numbers will be coming, but I just want to know, I just want to tell you some of the information with respect to statement. Okay, statement 1, statement 2, type of questions और assertion reason type of questions. आपको एटलीस्ट पता तो रहना चाहिए कि ये टॉपिक किस चीज से रिलेटेड है. यू शुड नो दैट दिस टॉपिक इज रिलेटेड टू व्हाट थिंग, right? So vision for Amritkal, that is for opportunities for citizens with focus on the youth. Amritkal, job growth and job creation, strong and stable microeconomic environment. Do not learn, just have a vision, just have a clue that this Amrit Kal is related to what? Growth and job creation. I hope you've understood that Amrit Kal is not related to health sector. Amrit Kal is not related to agriculture sector. Amrit Kal is not related to hotel industry or hospitality. It is related to growth and job creation. Like that. Okay, that point. Now, Amrit PD, again, youth power, right? I'm sure you have seen this PMKVY. Come on, tell me the full form of PMKVY. नाबाद के सारे पॉइंट्स इसमें आएंगे. वेरी नाइस. हाँ. Wrongly fill the management as a subject post graduation in UGC or the post. Oh my god. I submitted fee also. Now, Mohammed Tesir, you have to wait for the correction window. Correction window will be probably open after 31st of May. in the June. First week of June it will be opened, but only for 2-3 days it will be there. As soon as it will be out, please see if you can change that. Okay, very nice. Acha, so what's the full form of PMKVY? Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, right? Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Now, iska which version is launched? 4.0, right? 4.0. Although it is written 4.0, but it is not pronounced at 4.0. It is always pronounced at 4.0. Will be launched, covering the new courses like coding, AI, artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D printing. You have heard all the words in your paper 1 and paper 2, especially in ICT and teaching aptitude, and digital initiatives of higher education. Right now, and measures to boost the tourism sector. Why? Because tourism sector was affected a lot. You have done in ELCGS also, right? Equity link credit scheme of government. Now, that tourism, hospitality, and travel, aviation, these four sectors were so much impacted. So now government is taking measures to boost up the tourism sector under Amrit PD Youth Power. Also, states will be encouraged to set up the unity malls. Unity malls मतलब कि one district one product होना चाहिए for the promotion and sale of one district one product. आपके district का कौन सा फेमस प्रोडक्ट है, उसके उससे रिलेटेड मॉल्स बनेंगे. ओके, handicrafts, like suppose in your district handicraft is very famous, so you will be, so all the malls, all the selling centers will be created. Okay, so more employment opportunities will be given. Now, Saptarishi, seven priorities. I'm sure you have heard this very, very recently. You have heard this. जिसमें you have heard green growth also. Please do Amrit Kal se related seven priorities related to Amrit Kal. One is what? Inclusive development. Inclusive development, that means related to our health. Okay, related to farmer sector health. Reaching the last milestone, reaching the last mile, that also you have done. Youth power, financial sector, green growth, unleashing the potential, infrastructure and investment. Now, what is this green growth? Green growth is coming too many times. Please see, it is one of the seven top priorities, one of the seven top priorities of the union budget for ushering green industrial and economic transaction. मतलब basically transition, like something related to green, something related to sustainable energy, something related to eco-friendly agriculture, more more eco-friendly things like green hydrogen mission, energy transition, energy storage projects, renewable energy evacuation, and so on. Right? Saptarishi, seven priorities. So all of this will be taken care. And education and skilling me, this is important for your teaching aptitude point of view. That this is a correct statement or not correct statement. This has nothing to do with the taxation, but for paper one, definitely yes. He revamped teachers training via district institutes of education and training, National Digital Library NDL, नाम तो सुना ही होगा. National Digital Library. You might have definitely seen that page of NDL also in so many languages, audios, videos in 60 languages, audios, uh, videos, books, brochures, and so on. All of that are there for children and adolescents. States will be encouraged to set up the physical libraries at panchayat and ward levels. Right? Yes. Yes, this can come in PD or teaching aptitude also. Digital initiatives of higher education and higher education also. Okay, and I think this is the last one for MSME. Yes, this is also important for MSME. Very nice change, very nice amendment. Like if you are a business person, if you are connected to MSME, right? You are doing business with MSME. So whenever you will be doing the payment, यू आर अ बिजनेस पर्सन, आप बिजनेस पर्सन है, आपने क्या कनेक्ट किया, आपने कनेक्ट किया एमएसएमई से. ओके, नाउ, so whenever you will be doing the payment to the MSME, whenever you will be doing the payment to the MSME, at that time, at the time of actually doing the payment, you can take the deduction. So deduction on payments made to MSME to be allowed only when the payment is actually made. Accrued basis पे it will not work. Remember section 43B, I guess. Yes, you remember there were six points approximately. In that, this point is also added. I think section 43B was there, right? So enhanced limit for micro enterprise and professional to avail the benefits of presumptive taxation. 95% of the receipts to be non-cash, exactly like the business and profession. And whenever you are doing payment to the MSME sector, the deduction will be allowed only when the actual payment is made. Okay, for startup, you have already done. कि startup में carry forward of losses on the change of shareholding of startup from 7 years to 10 years. ये point you have done. This point you have not done कि extension of the date of incorporation by 1 year for the income tax benefit. मतलब एक और year का extension आप ले सकते हैं for the incorporation for the income tax benefit startup. मतलब अब up to 1/4/2024 tak you can do the extension in the incorporation. And gift city, this is not that much important, you can just read only. Okay, gift city in Gujarat near Ahmedabad. Okay, it is there. So usse related some tax benefit is given. That's it, right? So that's it. I'm sure you have done so many things in such a short period of time, so many amendments. Most of them you were able to link, most of the sections you were able to give. And if you want this PDF, then you have to come by the day end. By today's day end, I will be giving you the PDF on this, like next Niharika NTA UGC Net Telegram channel. So please join the Telegram channel because I cannot share the PDF on YouTube. That's not possible. So that's why I will upload that on Telegram channel. You just have to come here, come there, and come in the file section. Whenever you will see this lecture, even if you see this lecture recorded, then also you just come on this channel, you just come on the file section, and then you will get this PDF. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any doubt, you can also comment in the comment section. And don't forget to fill your exam forms on time. See you today at 3 p.m. with another YouTube session on an Academy platform. Okay, so stay connected on Telegram for further links of my lesson. Today again, one session at 3 p.m., one session at 6 p.m. Both will be free. Links you will get on Telegram. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Okay, please share this with your friends too. Bye. मैम ऋतु को कमेंट सी यस मैम MSME के लिए previously this deduction was there. This deduction 95%, probably it was not there. No, it was not there. Any limit of claiming deduction, ma'am? Payment to MSME? No. No limit, Sagar. Okay,